Hello BIO100, welcome back. I hope you had a nice break week. Hopefully you were able to get some rest or at least catch up with some of your other classes. So in this module this week, what we are focusing on is science communication. And so we're switching gears again a little bit in a couple of different ways compared to what we have been focusing on previously. So before we were focusing on communication in the form of scientific writing, and we were focusing on using that writing to communicate to a fellow scientific audience. So in this week, we're focusing on science communication, but we're doing that in a couple different ways. We're switching from focusing on written communication to oral communication. So we're focusing on that this week. And we're also focusing on communicating to the public. So not to fellow scientists, but to other people who also really need to know about the science that's going on, but people who aren't scientists themselves. And so we're going to do all of that by focusing in particular on one topic, which is climate change. And of course, this is a very timely topic. You'll see in the lecture videos, I've recorded these previously, so I don't explicitly mention in those recorded lecture videos anything about current events. But of course, especially right now, we saw so many things happening this summer in terms of the extreme heat waves, the rolling blackouts, the fires. All of those things are related to climate change, and as climate change continues, if we don't do anything about it, those events are going to just continue to happen. It's not going to be a one-off thing. We're going to see those repeatedly. And so it's so important that we educate ourselves about climate change and then also talk to other people about it. That's one of the main things that experts recommend. I don't know if you can hear that. My dog's sitting under my desk. He's groaning at me. One of the main things that experts recommend we can do is talk to other people about climate change. And so that's what we're going to do in this module is first of all, just get everyone on the same page in terms of what climate change is. And then we'll give you some specific concrete strategies for how to talk about climate change. So this is actually a whole field of science in itself, is how to talk about science and how to talk about climate change in a way that will be most effective. So we'll give you some concrete strategies and tips to use, and then we'll have you practice those strategies by having a conversation with someone else. So this module is definitely, quote unquote, less intense than the previous writing modules we've done, but it's still super important. The content is super relevant, and so I hope it'll be interesting for you. So go ahead, click through the module just like we always do. Please let me or Maddie know if you have questions. And if you're hearing all of my introduction to climate change and it sounds a little bit gloom and doom, me saying like, oh, all of these things are going to be happening and they're terrible. It's true, but also one of the things we're going to focus on in this module is focusing on solutions for climate change. So that's also one of the main things we need to emphasize. Okay, this is happening, but what can we do to fix it? So we'll also talk about that. So we definitely will incorporate hope here and have forward thinking in terms of things we can do to make a difference and change our trajectory. So go ahead, click through, let us know if you have questions. I hope you are having a good day so far, and I will see you soon.